Coming up in this week's episode of Next in Line.
It's amazing for the arms. It really makes a difference, doesn't it?
I need that too. In fact, I've decided I need everything.
It's imagine coming out of the gym.
I can't imagine that. I fall asleep and then I snore and I wake up dribbling. It's vile for this poor girl.
Well, Dan had Botox. It didn't kick in for 2 weeks.
He must have massive muscles.
He does. Anyway.
Too much information. So what is on to Sophie?
I don't know. Would you like to tell me?
Not at the moment, no.
You don't know either, do you?
No.
Welcome to Next in Line. I'm Sophie Cooper and I'm joined by my mum, Lesley Reynolds. On our podcast, we're talking everything beauty, aesthetics and running our clinic. This week's episode is all about quick treatments that you can have on your lunch break.
So before we carry on, Sophie, I just have to say that we're not sponsored by anybody. We don't get paid to mention any products, so anything that we do mention, we absolutely love. We've tried and tested. And if you've got anybody that you think would like this podcast or would gain anything from it, needs a little bit of advice or just wants to have a laugh with us, please share.
So, Mum, what have you been up to this week?
Well, it's approaching Christmas. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
It is.
And it is, isn't it? And so we've been decorating the house at Bullingdon and the clinic as well, of course. And it's been fabulous. I love getting out all the Christmas decorations. I haven't bought hardly anything this year because we've got so many. I do like to buy a few little baubles or something that catches my eye every year.
You say that you haven't brought anything this year, but you actually got loads of garlands and
That's
things.
True. I did buy new garlands and one new Christmas tree. I do love a pre-lit Christmas tree.
A pre-lit Christmas tree is the thing, isn't it, to get?
And in fact, I bought you a 12-foot pre-lit Christmas tree. I'm sure your husband will be delighted when it arrives.
He will, actually.
And they look so lovely. They're so easy. So I would never, ever again buy a Christmas tree that isn't pre-lit because you put it up, the lights are wonderfully distributed, so easy. Not that, to be honest, I mean, I haven't done the decorating this year. It's been Miles. Miles has done all the decorating and it's fantastic.
He does such a good job, doesn't he?
He does a really good job. He does all the garlands up the staircase. He does the mantelpieces and everything.
You've got massive teddy bears, haven't you?
Yeah,
Christmas.
we've got our massive teddy bears. There's sort of, what was that?
Fires roaring.
Fires up. We've got massive 6-foot teddy bear in the kitchen with her 3 babies that actually Arabella wanted, and that's why we bought them.
Yeah, and you got them delivered to our house once.
Yes, yes.
Turned
Where's
up.
my big Father Christmas? Did you ever bring it over?
Yeah, he's here.
He's here,
You've had him here.
Oh, I must put him in the sleigh.
Maybe
then.
he's in one of your storage units.
Probably. That's another story. But what have you been doing this year then?
This year?
I've had a sip of this and it's obviously very potent, very nice.
Cheers.
What have you been doing this week?
We've moved house.
Yeah, that's
Which
very...
was actually a bit stressful. You said it's one of the most stressful things you can do.
Well, there are 3 things that are really stressful. One is obviously a death around you is the most stressful thing. Divorce and moving are the 3 worst things that happen in your life.
And
Best things with moving, but
I
very,
thought,
very
it's such a
difficult.
lovely time. It's going to be great. On the moving day, suddenly you called me and I never get like cross or moody with you. And I was like, give me a minute.
I said, goodbye.
So we've moved and we have neighbours.
You have neighbours?
That are
I thought you
geese.
didn't have neighbours.
Geese.
Geese. Oh, they're wonderful. I love geese.
I'm obsessed with them. I love birds.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Dan
I
thinks
love
it's
birds.
really strange, but like I've got a
Why
little
does Dan
book.
think it's strange? I love birds too.
I just find them fascinating.
do.
So I'm trying to make friends with them. They're
They're
not
quite, geese can be really, they're really like, aren't they?
You go into
I'm
one
here.
bit of the garden and you go over the fence. They're not there, and suddenly you hear wah, 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 they come running out in a line.
What are you doing in my garden?
Flapping at you.
I know, yeah.
So Dan and Freddie start flapping back at them.
Well, I love your geese though. You've got those lovely white geese.
White.
I've got 2 Orinoco Japanese geese who are absolutely vile.
And they don't like Dr. Khan, do they?
They don't like Dr. Khan, no, they chase him. Wouldn't it? It's the male. It's the male that doesn't like Dr. Khan.
So Dr. Khan said to me, no, I chased them back. I was like, that's, I can imagine. You just get a video of that.
I've got one. I
Have
should
you?
share it, yeah.
So Dan, we had the leftover veggies and stuff. So I went to go and give them, the geese, the leftover veggies, and They just
they
looked
like
at me. They were just looking at me. I was like, please don't chase me because I'm going to scream and fall over in the mud. They just looked at and walked in the opposite direction.
I guess they're not used to people feeding them, though. They're barely wild, aren't they?
We've named the head. There's this
One
dude.
with the flappy,
the flappy wings.
He's got damaged wings, hasn't he?
His
Poor
name's
soul.
Kevin.
Kevin was good.
Bella's named him Kevin. We haven't named the rest of them yet.
Would you remember when you were young, you used to sing Knock, Knock, Knocking at Kevin's Door? I was playing Bob Dylan at the weekend and I thought of that. Knock, Knock, Knocking at Kevin's Door. Yeah.
I was like, it is Kevin.
I said, no, it's Heaven's Door. So you've named them. So you've got Kevin.
We've got Kevin so far. He's got the dodgy feathers. I feel a bit bad for him.
He's been attacked, hasn't he? I wondered if he'd been pinioned by somebody or something had happened because his feathers there definitely looks like there's something going on.
But no, so really just trying to befriend the geese.
And you love them?
Yeah, I really like them.
Yeah. Well, I love all birds. That's, I love my chickens, my ducks, I don't really love my geese actually. Because they are just so, they're quite, nasty. They stop all the other ducks. Well, they're the only two geese. They stop all the ducks from eating. We have to put different food stations out. Otherwise, they'd never get any food because they literally walk up and down policing it.
I just want to see Dr. Khan and the geese, the video.
I'll send you the video
me
later.
It. So we're going to talk about today 5 lunchtime treatments that you can just come in really quickly, that actually work, have them done, then go back to work. What do you think?
Well, I think having a lunchtime treatment is great, and they can be very quick. But of course, it does mess your hair up, and for me, I'd have to apply all my makeup after as well. So I'd find that a bit irritating. My favourite one, if I was going to do anything in my lunchtime, and that would make a difference, I'd have the Nuvia water peel with the IF treatment because I think it is incredible. Your skin literally glows after. Yeah. So that'd be my number one treatment.
So for anyone who doesn't know, water peel, infrared, how would you describe it? What exactly is it?
It's like it's like water jetting your terrace in the spring
it is,
after
isn't
you've had a dreadful winter and it's piled up with mud and all the cracks of the paving stones are dirty and you go out and you water jet it. So it's like water jetting your face.
That's the first stage, isn't it?
That's the first stage, and then infusing it with whatever you particularly need. So it's quite bespoke as well. Yeah. So for me, it'd be anti-aging and hydration. Stage 2 is the IF, which is an infrared treatment, and what it does is stimulates collagen. So you have a gel put on your face, so lovely and clean, you're laying there, have a gel put on your face, and then you have this little, it's like, looks, if you were to look at it, which you wouldn't because you have goggles on because of the light, but it's about that sort of size, and it's just like it feels like a piece of glass going on your skin. But
it's
you
sapphire,
feel the heat.
Isn't it?
It's sapphire,
glass, yeah.
Which brings me on to something else in a minute. But it's just feels very warm and lovely, and it stimulates your own collagen. And that carries on working for 6 weeks. So you only need the treatment once in 6 weeks. So for someone like me that hates laying there and having anything done or is really busy and doesn't want to spend loads of time, then it's a fantastic treatment.
And it doesn't hurt. So it's got a cooling effect, hasn't it? So it gets hot.
Yeah. Well, you do the treatment, don't you?
But it doesn't, you don't feel, you might get a tiny little hot.
I do feel a little bit hot here and there.
You can turn it up or down, crank it right up.
Or I'd have it at the highest, highest
But it's got cooling, so you don't feel, it's not going to hurt. It shouldn't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt.
No,
but
you can feel
warm.
I think on the bony areas, like the jawline.
I think for this chest area, it is the best treatment I've ever had.
Even the trainer was like, oh my God.
I've never actually had a treatment that's given me such a dramatic result immediately after, and it's carried on working.
And no downtime.
Even a year later, because you never get a second treatment in the clinic because you're always working. Even a year later, my chest area is still better. In fact, what I'm going to do another after, and we'll compare that as well a year later.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. It is fantastic. I really, really love that treatment.
But I think as well, the water peel, you can have it for acne. There's all the different solutions you can put in for acne, a brightening ones, vitamin
C. Very good for acne because you get rid of all the old dead skin cells. And
really good.
And you can infuse it with things that are really going to help. So AHA is salicylic acid, glycolic acid.
And you can just have a water peel on its own. You don't have to have the infrared, do you?
No, you can have it just as a water peel, which again is great treatment.
And it's a quick treatment. It's like 15 minutes. I mean,
it wasn't long, was it?
No, so that literally you could come in your lunch break.
I need to book in for another one. I really need it. So, Sophie.
Yes.
Tell me which 5 to 15 to 20-minute treatment would you have?
I would have, definitely if I'd been out the night before and I was a little bit hungover, I'd have a fire and ice. It is amazing.
I've never had one.
Oh my God. So you warm the skin up and it feels like a really warm, gentle, it's quite a big hand piece and it massages really slowly upwards. So they put a really lovely gel on. The products smell lovely with the fire and ice. And they've got little gold flakes in. It does something that makes your skin glow. Yeah. So you warm the skin up really gently. Then they do the ice all around your eyes. And it just feels, obviously in the lymphatic drainage movements, it feels amazing.
So is this the treatment, the Waves 21?
Yes, there's a body one.
Yeah.
And then there's a facial one.
I've had the chakras, where they line your chakras
That's
up.
really good.
That's lovely. I mean, it was just I just felt so relaxed after.
That's another treatment for well-being, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a well-being lunchtime
to
treatment.
make you sleep.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
No wonder I fell asleep.
Meant to make you sleep a lot better the night and make you really... But no, the fire and ice, so I absolutely love that. You need to try one.
Yeah.
And your skin glows afterwards.
Does it?
It's like that glass skin effect. So the steps with the fire and ice, obviously it's a really gentle warm-up. It gets quite warm. There's some points where you think it's just going to get too warm and then it stops.
Yeah.
And then they apply more creams and gels and then all over you have the ice. And it just tightens your skin. It's really good for underneath here.
Oh, is it?
So if you're going out the night before... the
day after. Well, that night.
If you're going out that night or you've got an event, have this treatment because you're going to glow. You're not red. Afterwards, you're a little bit...
Is it also one of those treatments? So if you had it on your body, would it just help you with that half an inch or so?
Yeah, the Waves 21.
To get into the dress and have a bit of a flatter tummy.
Definitely that with a bit of lymphatic drainage at the same time. Amazing.
What about here? What about the hips? This is my area. It's my hips, and I notice I don't want to lose any more weight at the moment, but I would love to just have a little bit less puppy fat, well, old age fat on my hips.
Well, it would help.
I
think Onda, so another lunchtime
Onda
treatment, Onda.
It's like a microwave treatment.
People come in for that. We have so many clients come in on their lunch break for arms, for tummies and thighs.
And I know a lot of girls like it for the inner thigh. Yeah. So what is Onda, Sophie?
I don't know. Would you like to tell me?
Not at the moment, no.
You don't know either, do you?
No. It's a microwave treatment. Onda is a two...
Don't put this in, baby.
Onda, you can put that, it's fine. Onda is a two-wave treatment. So one of the waves goes through the fat cells and actually breaks them up. So they disperse the fat and it goes into your lymphatic system and then you literally reel it out. And the other one goes through to actually stimulate collagen. So, excuse me. So actually it's a fantastic treatment for getting rid of fat and tightening at the same time. But you have a treatment 2 weeks apart. Really quick,
how many do you
treatment.
think normally you need? 6?
4 treatments.
Oh, 4.
I think 4. Do 4.
Yeah.
I said to people, buy 4.
See how you go.
Do the course of 4. If you need more, you can always have it. Some people like to have it once a month just to keep everything really, really nice and tight.
But it's amazing for the arms. It really makes a difference, doesn't it?
I need that too. In fact, I've decided I need everything.
We just get you laying down. We can do the face, the arms.
Oh, I'd get so irritated and bored.
So I think Onda is wonderful. So that is another good, quick treatment to have, which is effective.
I mean, for me, I'd probably say if I had to just choose one treatment, it would be Botox because although it's not instant, it's long-lasting. Mm-hmm. So it's very quick treatment. You have those tiny little bumps that last for about 20 minutes. You could get a bruise, that's the only thing, but 20 minutes, little bumps, tiny little marks. And the effects come in with, for me, around 3 days, up to a week. And then it's going to last you 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah, I do. A bit of Botox is so easy, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been having it here recently because the other thing is as you get older.
In your chin?
In my chin. As you get older, your nose comes down, your chin goes up, you get that witch look. So I have it here. But we do a lot of Botox under here for just to give people a little tip-up nose and in here to make the noses narrower.
I remember someone coming in and they'd had it in their chin, in their mouth lines, and they couldn't drink through a straw because they couldn't... And they're like, can you correct it? And Dr. Gum's like, well, no, you just have to let it, wait for it to go.
I have it here because I do get that miserable mouth. So I have it here. My mouth sinks. And I have it in here, somewhere around here. And I have it here because I get a crinkly chin.
Could you have it for sippy lips, as Donna says?
I don't think it's very good for zippy lips, really.
No.
I think that you're better with polynucleotides, or well, better still than polynucleotides. I would say peptides, ABG peptides. And I've also found that the exosome cream, Extonia cream, that you mix is absolutely fantastic for this area. Because my zippy lips haven't been bothering me too much recently.
Too much sipping.
Too much. I do love a sip. What do you think about this cremant? It's very nice, isn't it?
It is actually very, very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Very creamy aftertaste.
So
Anyway.
I also love, my other two are a lash lift. I love.
See, a lash
Have you
lift
tried
does
a lash
nothing
lift?
for me.
Have you tried it?
Well, my eyelashes are so short. I do like a little lash extension. I like having lash extension, but I like it with the UV light. I don't like it with the glue.
UV? I've not had that.
No, because I found that I do like having a few little lashes in because they make your makeup so much quicker.
I agree.
You know, everything's easier. But I found that I had a really bad reaction to the glue.
A lot of people have such bad reactions.
For a week, my eyes would be awful. And the girl that does mine, lovely girl called Anna, they're in Welbeck Street now, 30 Welbeck Street. She's really good. You should go there. Yeah. Actually, she's lovely. She's a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so she does it with UV. How does that work?
She does a UV. So she not for everybody. Lots of people still have glue. But if you want UV, I think it's slightly more expensive, not very much. They actually cure. They put something on them and then cure them.
Like your nails, how you would do nails?
Yeah, you have to have shields on your eyes and things. But the way the same as your nails.
I get really panicked about having my eyelashes done because
Why?
you know that where we used to go to this lovely salon.
Yeah.
And I was laying there and she was like, okay, you can open your eyes now. I tried to open it. It was glued together. I was panicked. I was like, oh my God. Then she had to don't worry. Pulling it apart.
No, I've never had that, no.
It was quite terrifying. That's why after that I was like, no, I'm okay for having that. I'll just have the lash
I love
lift.
it. I always fall asleep. In fact, I snore. I do say to her, I'm going to snore, don't you, when I fall asleep? I use it. I start to meditate and I fall asleep and then I snore and I wake up dribbling. It's vile for this poor girl.
That's so funny.
But no, I love it. I love
I think you should try a lash lift.
My lashes aren't long enough.
But if you used a growth serum...
Yeah, well, they do grow, but... I don't know. Perhaps I'll try it in the new year.
I think a lash lift is great, and then you have a little tint, and it just gives you such a nice curve. So it's basically perming your lashes, isn't it?
Yes.
A lash lift.
I used to do that, in the 90s. I used to do lash perming. Yeah.
Funny, isn't
When
it?
you were a child. So
And-
what else do you like then?
And I like that, and I love... I've always loved reflexology. But
I love reflexology.
lymphatic drainage. And I think that's a big thing at the moment, lymphatic drainage. And I think it works so well for contouring, especially after surgeries.
Yeah, after surgery. And I think after
Right.
we do a lot of face and neck type now for the snatched jawline. Yeah. And after that, I think it's absolutely vital if you want to have that quick recovery to have some lymphatic drainage.
And they do the buccal fat massage, which
Yeah.
is huge.
Have you had that?
Yeah, but they actually get their hand and put it inside your...
I wouldn't like that.
No, they put a glove on. But they put your hand, they're really massaging. It feels
Does
so
it hurt?
nice. Well, it's like it's all your masseters and all your muscles. You have so much tension, especially tense.
I would have a lot of tension. Wouldn't I? I don't think I'd like that.
For anyone who clenches their jaw or even face, neck, or anything, it just...
Well, lymphatic drainage massage works on all your lymphatic system and speeds it up and helps it to work in a better fashion. So it's great for if you get puffy eyes, or some people get malar festoons, those little lumps down here.
Yeah.
And if you do lymphatic drainage massage, it's all the way down here, it's behind here, goes all over your body. What it does is it helps your body to drain away any fluid that's stuck there, and it stimulates the whole system.
It's great for the calves and your legs.
Is it?
Yeah, if you have a really deep...
Oh, I don't
really,
like
no,
massaging
it's
my
great.
calves.
You should... It literally can sculpt your body. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need this.
Yeah, you should try one.
No, I'll try it. And so I think Rose does that, doesn't
Yeah,
she? at
Rose
the
does
clinic?
that. We've got a few girls that do it in the clinic.
Yeah.
But it is just so good.
Oh, good. I might try that. So one more treatment, one more lunchtime treatment. What else would you have?
No, what would you have? You've heard a lot from me.
I'd have filler. I'm an instant quick fix girl.
But you
Let's
could
be
have
honest.
it at the same time. Bit of Botox, bit of filler.
Botox and filler, yeah, I do. Yes, but I have noticed actually. When I have Botox recently, and this must be because of my age, I guess. I'm not getting rid of these lines as much as I used to.
You always earlier. You're looking in the mirror. These
lines, yeah.
But your skin looks amazing.
Do you know,
it's glowing.
I do think that we should probably do a podcast about skin issues for 30s and 70s. And I do think that as you get older, you have to actually start to realise your skin it's never going to bounce back like it used to, is it? It's quite, I notice this with a lot of women, actually. You come into the clinic and they're, look at me. I used to be like this. I used to be like that. And it is something you need to actually also come to terms with. You can't just say, I'm going to keep having treatments forever, although you can, but they're not going to do as much as they did when you were younger.
Yeah.
So and that's why I like talking to Mary, the psychotherapist, really, the counsellor. She's not a psychotherapist, she's a counsellor, is she? Psychotherapist.
But I think you were not funny is the wrong word, but now
Funny?
Now you're in your 70s, you embrace it.
I do embrace it, actually.
You're like, I'm 70, yes.
Yeah, I don't mind. People say, do you mind me asking how old you are? I say, no, I'll be 72 in December. I don't care.
But don't you have a time when you were a bit
Yes, I think
of
when
it?
you're sort of 50 to 60, you're thinking, I'm getting on a bit now. I don't mind. And in fact, I did think to myself this morning, I do my meditation every morning, and I came out of my meditation, I felt really fresh. I've just started a new meditation.
Have you?
In fact, yes. And so I've got Grandma's book, because Grandma was so spiritual. She really was.
Yeah.
And she had a lot of books, and I've got a few of her books. She had this one, The Quiet Voice, and I've been reading it, and I open it. And she used to do this. I open it. I just don't decide on what I open it. And I think, right, that's the one I need to read today.
Yeah.
And it gives you another meditation. And there are some fantastic meditations in there. So I came out of my meditation this morning and I thought, it's very interesting, actually, as you get older, because you see life so differently. And I think you become much more, I feel much happier in my life. I feel much more at ease and accepting of a lot of things. And I look at all of you and think, yeah, you're doing this and you're doing that. It's wonderful and that, but, perhaps you need to know this or that. You can never tell the younger people what you really want to say. Because
Can't
they go,
you?
oh, for God's sake. I used to do it to my mum. She'd say something and she'd say, why don't I say, oh, what do you know about this? Everything.
But because you're wiser,
because you've been
aren't
through
you?
that situation. Yeah. And she used to say, I wish I knew when I was your age what I know now. And I think that's really true. I think that is so true. Because you sit there and you with the children, you look at them and you think, they don't mean any harm by that. And they're just learning, and just let them be, and let them play. So, yes.
I feel like we've gone down a rabbit hole. No, but I think children are such a blessing. And I think for me, having the children, I probably feel more confident now having children, which I shouldn't, because when I was like 18, bloody hell, looking back, I should have been, loving my body and everything and how it's changed so much. But I'm actually more confident now. It's crazy, isn't it?
No, but I think the other thing is, and I was saying this to somebody actually in the clinic, really, when you have a baby, you really need to make sure afterwards that you get back in shape. You don't realise that at the time, do you?
No.
I mean, you did get back in shape.
Because of you, thank God. No, I'm very grateful for that.
No.
Well, 6 weeks, a knock at the door. PT's here for you. Get ready.
But you don't realise that at the time.
No, it's actually bad because I had a baby very quickly afterwards.
No, it's good you've got it all over and done with. But you do know a lot. I think you do. You feel happier, and it's really strange way. You feel happier and more accepting of things. Things happen and you think.
So we've got some viewer questions. Would you like to answer your own questions today, or how are you feeling about that?
Right, Sophie, I'm going to ask you, how do I choose between a fire and ice facial and a hydrafacial?
Well, they do different things.
See, I'm not a hydrofacial fan. Everybody seems to love them.
But I don't think a hydrofacial would be right for you. I would never say do a hydrofacial to you.
And is that because you think it's too aggressive for me?
Yeah, it's
yes,
quite...
I think that too.
I think it is very aggressive. But if someone who has acne or someone who hasn't ever had a facial...
Really thick skin.
Yeah, to really give that deep cleanse.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I think they kind of promote it as you're going to go out with glowing skin.
You go out red and battered.
Oh no, you don't scare people off. I love a hydrofacial. But it's like a massive workout. Imagine coming out of the gym.
I can't imagine that.
But you've done a really big workout and you're sweating. You smell all...
It's never happened. It's never ever happened to me ever.
But you having such a workout, you've given your skin such a workout. In like a week, it glows.
It sounds
incredible.
incredible.
It is so clear. It's literally you. At the end of a hydrofacial, they have this machine called a gunky, and they show you everything that's come out of it. That's the best part. It lights up as well.
Disgusting. Right, too much information for me.
So I think they're very different. So you'd either a fire and ice. You're going to target areas like tightening, depuffing, whereas a hydrofacial, you're going to really work at your
actually,
skin.
for me, you've just really cleared something up. If you're young, hydrofacial, as you're becoming a little bit more mature, a fire and ice.
Well, even I would have a fire and ice as well. I could have both, but I just wouldn't recommend a hydrofacial for you.
No. I think my skin's too thin and delicate.
Even for me, I always say never go on my cheeks because the suction, so it sucks. It's really good if your skin needs
Put me
that.
off my cremol.
Can I keep extensions looking good for 4 weeks? Extensions, hair or eyelash? I think eyelashes.
No, well, actually...
You're very good with eyelashes.
I read everywhere for my eyelashes. I find that when I have eyelashes with the UV, they last 3 weeks. That's good. Between 3 and 4 weeks, they're still looking good, yeah.
But do you take your makeup off every night?
Of course I do.
How dare you?
How dare you?
But do you take your mascara off?
I don't wear mascara because I've got...
No mascara?
I know, because I actually... No, today I have got mascara under here, but most days I don't even bother. But I don't wear mascara on these because they're there. In fact, I went to the opticians yesterday and we had a real job giving me an eye test because they kept saying, well, I can see your eyelashes. I said, yes, I know. I said, I forgot to take them off, and I wouldn't take them off anyway. And when I saw the photos of my eyes after, I did think the eyelashes looked really nice.
The only thing I don't like is when they start to go a bit ropey.
Well, I don't let that happen.
Yeah, that's the...
So I go 3 weeks usually.
Yeah.
If I hate my filler, can it be dissolved on the same day?
What, the same day you have it? Or just...
Well, I think that's very silly because you've got to let it settle down, haven't you?
No, I don't think the same day. I think if you don't like filler, obviously you can, but you have to be very careful with Hylays.
Why?
How you dissolve it, because it can't it dissolve too much?
Dissolve
So you
your
have to,
fat as well, yeah?
yeah, so you have to be really careful.
Yeah.
You just have to be really careful with filler.
You have to be very careful with filler. Who you go to, who does
Go
it.
gradually up if you want more.
Absolutely. But filler's really going out of fashion. That's another podcast we're going to do.
That is another podcast. Because I'm getting fed up of all these people, natural. They're not natural, they're just having good filler.
Yeah.
It's different.
Exactly.
Can a short massage help with tech neck?
A what? A what?
Can a short massage help with tech neck?
Shorter massage?
A short, not a short, like a short time frame, a quick massage help with tech neck.
No.
Have you got tech neck?
Oh, I must have, mustn't I? My neck's going funny. I do this all day long. A short. What do you mean? Can it stop you feeling the pain?
So, like, if you're on your lunch break, can you go and have
I
a
thought
quick?
You meant under here. Yeah, I think. Yeah, obviously massage is excellent, and I do think that if you've got tech neck, a massage shoulders and neck would be good. Yeah. Right,
You didn't even
Sophie.
look. Yes.
Is baby Botox strong enough to do anything, or just a trend? Of course, it's not a trend. We've been doing it for years.
No, I think it's great to start with baby Botox, especially if you're not sure how you're going to respond to it. If it's the first time, always start with baby Botox, I'd say. Wouldn't you?
I would say always have baby Botox, always, because you don't want marble forehead where it doesn't move.
But I think if you're going to the correct practitioner who's very experienced, they will know if it's your first time having Botox, how much to do.
And it's always a bit of the first time's always a little bit of a test, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that's why you really want to go very lightly, because your brow could drop, your eyelids could get heavy.
But we always do a 2-week review and then you can tweak it if needed.
Yeah.
If you need a little bit more, you can put a little bit more in. Can't take it away.
We do have a lot of clients that only come once and they say, actually, it's perfect. It's first time. Yeah. Baby Botox, fantastic. I'd always go.
But it's nice to have that reassurance that you can come back.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks, 4 weeks, up to
Anywhere
4 weeks.
between 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, we do a top up. Yeah. Because sometimes 2 weeks isn't long enough.
Yeah. Well, Dan had Botox. He didn't kick in for 2 weeks.
You must have massive muscles.
He does. Anyway.
Too much information. Next question, please.
Does Onda actually work for belly fat or is it just cellulite?
No. Onda is an excellent treatment. It's a microwave treatment, really, they call it. And it's got these 2 different wavelengths. It goes through the fat cells, bursts them, they go out through your lymphatic system. So actually lymphatic drainage massage after that would be really good. And they also have another wave that goes through and causes collagen production, tightens. It's fantastic treatment. Can a lash lift damage my lashes if I get it every 6 weeks?
No, I wouldn't say it damages. I don't think you need it every 6 weeks. Some people do like to have it more regularly.
People do love it, don't they?
It's a wonderful treatment.
You're always saying that. Do you have it?
It just curls your eyelashes. So
How often do you have it then?
Well, I have it when you think, oh, my eyelashes aren't looking great with mascara, then it's time to have it again. But it can last, I would say, 2 to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
But your
But
eyelashes
people
fall
do-
out every 6 weeks. So how does that happen?
I don't know. Ask my eyelashes. That's how I don't like to. Well, I think maybe like my nails. I don't have enough time to keep regularly doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. But yeah, no. I would say people do have it every 6 weeks, but you probably don't need it every 6 weeks.
Now I've got one for you.
No, I've got one for you.
Oh, have you?
My gel nails always peel within a week. Is it me, the tech, or the treatment?
It's the tech.
Obviously.
It is. But these nails, I've actually, and again, I've been everywhere in Marylebone, everywhere. Yeah. And I've actually found someone and they stay on for 2 to 3 weeks. In fact, they don't peel at all. I think you've got to find somebody, try lots of different places, find someone where they work for you.
Yeah. We've moved, but our cleaner used to do my nails. Didn't realise she did nails. She was the best.
That's going back to then, isn't it?
I am, yeah. I'm just going her.
Travel
but
back.
she uses the HEMA-free, TPO-free.
You go on about this, don't
Biab
you?
nails. Incredible.
Is she coming
But
to
we
you?
were moving and I broke my nail in the middle of the move. Dan was like, right, move, pack this, we're doing everything. And he came
Very
in.
bossy, isn't he?
He is very bossy. And I said to Sarah, my nail's broken. You know, when it's really low. She was like,
painful.
Let me bring it all to you. We'll do your nail now. So I went actually with her. Dan was like, where are you going? I was like, I'm sorry, I've broken a nail. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the pain.
Because it's so painful.
The pain
But is terrible. Yeah.
This is because I don't do it regularly. So I let them literally grow out and then they catch.
I do mine regularly.
Oh, but she's amazing.
Lashes and nails regularly. And hair, actually.
So you think it's the tech?
It's definitely the tech. It's definitely the tech.
Do you use cuticle oil?
No. I hate oils. I hate oils and I hate massage. So when they do my nails and they go, I say, no, thank you. And then massage, no, thank you, no, thank you. Because I'm very, that's another thing that comes with age. I'm very particular and I know what I like. And now I don't mind saying no, thank you.
I don't think you've ever minded saying no, thank you. It's an age thing.
Maybe not.
You should try cuticle oil at night.
Why?
Your nails become so strong and it keeps the gels on.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your advice. I'll keep it beside my bed
Try
with my
it.
glasses and my Bible.
Your glasses that are blue like this with crystals.
Yeah, I feel like Dame Edna Everage with those glasses. I love it.
I'm just going to sleep now, just like these guys.
Right, I've got something for you now.
Okay.
Is a water peel really worth it?
Yes.
Thank you. Right,
That's all we need
30s
to
versus
say.
70s.
Now I've got a question for you.
Oh, have you?
If I get a lunchtime Botox, will my boss know I can't raise my eyebrows to his terrible ideas?
No, of course not. I mean, the day you have it, you won't see anything other than a few little red pricks. And that's another story. Anyway, apart from that, you'll see a couple of little red pricks over your face and they'll go down in 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
That's true. 20 minutes? Oh, wow. Anyway, so you can wear your sunglasses, you wear a pair of glasses, put your fringe over it.
And mineral makeup. We always put mineral makeup
incredible,
on.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We need to do that as well. That's a whole episode as well.
That is a whole episode. Now we're going to do 30s versus 70s.
Okay.
So what would you have at 30? You're not...
Well, when I was 30, I didn't have anything. I didn't know about it then. But I would have done. Actually, no, I did. I did start to find out. It was in my 30s that I found out about, not Botox, it wasn't around then. It was pre-Botox, it was fillers.
What
Anyway,
did you do when there wasn't any Botox or fillers?
it just got liney. I remember actually being really stupid and doing my makeup one day and thinking, oh, I've got these little crinkles, aren't they cute? And then I was suddenly like, they're not cute at all. I don't think I've ever been extreme with any treatments. I mean, Grandma was so into her beauty therapy and massaging her face and making her oils and doing everything at home.
I think we need to do a whole
exercises.
podcast on
We need to do
Grandma
a
and her
podcast on Grandma.
beauty. Yeah.
That I was a little bit, I don't know, I mean, the arrogance of the young. When you're young, you think, oh, I look okay like this, you know, a little bit of eyeshadow or mascara. Literally, I look back at photos of myself and I had no eyeshadow on, actually, a bit of mascara, maybe a little bit of eyeliner, pencil around my eyes and a bit of lipstick, and that was it.
Yeah.
And so you think you look okay, and you do, and it's great. But it was really, I suppose I really got into things much more when I was in my 40s, early 40s.
But do you think that's because the industry and everything was
all
becoming
evolving.
available?
But I think I wasn't that involved in beauty because I'd grown up with watching her put her makeup on every day and massage her face, do her oils, do her feet and her nails. And so it was just something that was always around me, really.
So out of all the treatments, the lunchtime quick treatments that work in clinic, what would you have?
But in my 70s,
Yeah.
it would be definitely for me, it'd be 3. It would be Botox fillers and the Nuvia water peel with infrared. Now, Sophie, in your 30s, which lunchtime treatments would you have?
I would definitely have lymphatic drainage. I would have fire and ice, 100%. Love that. And I'd probably have a bit of Onda. Fire and ice because just for depuffing. I think...
You don't look puffy.
No, but it makes such a difference. You don't think you're puffy, but when you have these treatments, you realise actually you are.
Am I puffy?
It holds so much water retention and everything.
I can feel it, actually.
You should honestly try the fire and ice.
Okay, I'll try it.
Lymphatic drainage, because also it feels so good.
Yeah, I like that suit.
And
I
I
was
think-
thinking of getting one at home.
Oh, the suit. So there's a whole suit we do as well, not just the manual. So we're doing manual lymphatic.
Manual's better, I think, than the suit.
Do you think? I think if you're laying there and you're having a facial, to have it, the suit, so you put this suit on, you put it's like disposable
You zip
leggings,
up, don't you?
and
I
then they
love it.
zip you up,
Oh, I love it.
and it squeezes you really. I
Yeah,
get claustrophobic. I'm like, oh, it's squeezing me a bit too tight.
Oh, I don't. I love it.
So there are that's what I would have at 30. So I think it's been really good to talk about quick treatments because not a lot of people have enough time, do they? And don't want downtime.
No.
So I think it's
No
been really good
downtime.
to talk about the little treatments you can come in quickly that are effective. And also thank you for mentioning a bit of God. Always useful.
And meditation. Don't forget your meditation. Absolutely vital.
See you next week.
Bye.